With today's new lesson, what we're going to demonstrate is how to create our own class now. Previous to this, everything we have done has been within our main class, which has been holding our main method. However, today we're going to go and create a separate class so that we can use this class across all of our different methods to make parts of our program more easily accessible. That's essentially what we want to do. So I'm going to go up here first, and it says New File, and it's going to give me some options, and the very first option is a Java class, and that's what I'm going to select. So I hit Next. I have to name this class, so I'm going to name it, we'll name it better than that. I'm going to name it, we'll name it Burger. So I'm going to create a Burger class. This shell that it comes in should look pretty familiar here. We have still our package for NetBeans, and then we also have the public class Burger. Now, if you were to compare the two, you can see that the other class does not currently have any methods. So we have to create the methods for it. So real simply, I'm going to create a few quick methods just to demonstrate how this works. So notice how now the word static is missing. Since this is not a static class, we do not need a static method. So we're going to leave the word static out. So we're going to public whatever, we'll call it void buns. Actually, I take that back. We're not going to make it void. We're going to make it public string buns. And it's going to receive an integer. We'll call it type. Now it's showing me missing return statement. It'll return type eventually. It says type may not be initialized or may not have. It needs a string. That's right. So we're going to call string oven, because the oven makes buns, and then return the oven. So what we wanted to do here, and this is really simple, is we're wanting to determine what kind of number we want to be associated with each bun, and then it's going to return that. So take a look. I'll say if type equals 1, and if 1, I'm going to say then oven, which apparently I can't spell down here, and that's okay. Oven equals sesame seed bun. Yes. Else, for right now, we'll just do an else. Oven equals pretzel bun. Everyone loves a pretzel bun these days. Real simple. So here I have in my burger class, and we're going to keep building off this burger class throughout the next couple days. But I have my method, public string buns. It's receiving a number, integer type, and it's going to return what type of bun we want. So back over here in my main class and main method, I'm going to, of course, set up for a scanner. So go up here, we're going to import a scanner. And we're also going to create an instance of the scanner. So the scanner, when it gets imported here, opens up these predefined classes that we can then call upon in our program. So take a look at this. When we call on the scanner, we give it a name. What we're doing here when we give it a name is we're creating an instance of the class, creating an instance of it. So that means that we're calling to this class and we can create multiple instances of the same class. So if we wanted to create a bunch of different scanners, we could. Just like if we want to create a bunch of different burgers, we can. So scanner keyboard equals new scanner system.in. Okay, So on this side, it's saying we're creating a new instance of the scanner class, and it's going to be system.in is what gets passed down to it. Now, one mistake I did make, I'm going to go back and correct it right now, is that I should have capitalized burger, because now we're getting into where classes get capitalized. So I'm looking on how to rename it here. Let's see if it allows me. So give me 1 second. And now we're fixed. So here's what I want to show you with this real quickly. Is we're going to have the user enter in a number. System out that print line. Enter in a number. And that number is going to get assigned to int order equals keyboard.next integer. Very good. Now, we're going to, in order to call to the burger class here and get to our buns method, the first thing we have to do is create a new instance of the burger class so that we can call to it. So this looks something like this, called burger. Since we used integer order already, we're going to do burger creation equals new burger, and inside the parameters we're not going to put anything just yet, because right now our class doesn't receive anything. Right up here in the public class burger, it doesn't receive anything. Where we have to put the number in is when we call to the buns method, and that looks like this. It looks like creation. Again, that should be capitalized because we're making an instance of a class. Creation dot buns, and we're passing in order, and that created the instance of the class there. So then all we have to do is print this out. So if I enter in a 1, it should give me a sesame seed bun, otherwise a pretzel bun. So I'm going to pull this down so you can see it real quick. 1 gives me a sesame seed bun. A 3 gives me a pretzel bun. So let's walk through what happened again. Create an instance of the class we created. So instead of saying burger, we called it creation now. So we're calling to creation equals new burger, so it's a new instance of the class. System.out.println creation.buns. We called to the method, which is lowercase. So the classes are capital, the methods are lowercase. We called to that instance, passed down the number it wanted, and it returned correctly what we wanted to work with. Could you assign this to another value? Absolutely. Let me show you that. String bun type, and we could make bun type equal this, I believe. Oh, what does it want? There's an extra parenthesis. There we go. And then print out the bun type, and it will produce the same result. Now, the other neat thing is you can have in methods and classes similar named variables or different named variables. All depends on how you want to do it. So even though we're calling it order here, it's the exact same when we're passing the methods, we call it something different over here. And that is how you create your own class and create an instance of it. We could do this for a lot of different methods.